Judas and the Black Messiah centers around the betrayal and ultimate assassination of revolutionary leader Fred Hampton. This movie has a pretty star-studded cast, with Daniel Kaluuya, well known for his role in Get Out, playing Fred Hampton. Lakeith Stanfield, also known for his role in Get Out, playing William O'Neill, who is an FBI informant. Dominic Fishback, who's well known for her role in Product Power, playing Deborah Johnson, Fred Hampton's wife. And last but not least, Jesse Plemons, who's been in a lot of movies such as The Irishman, who plays FBI agent Roy Mitchell, who employs the help of Lakeith Stanfield's character in infiltrating the Black Panther Party and bringing down Fred Hampton. Now, some things that I really liked about this film is the fact that there's really strong acting across the board, but especially from Daniel Kaluuya. He does a really great job in his portrayal of Fred Hampton, and he really shows that passion and that vigor and that Fred Hampton, a revolutionary leader, would have. He does a really great job, and one scene that really exemplifies that is really right after his character Fred Hampton is released from prison. That speech that he gives is really, really powerful, and it almost feels as if the spirit of Fred Hampton came through, took over Daniel Kaluuya.
You can murder a liberator, but you can't murder liberation. You can murder a revolutionary, but you can't murder revolution. And you can murder a freedom fighter, but you can't murder freedom.
And, just really showed that passion again. I think it was a really, really great job, and Daniel Kaluuya really shines in this film. Another thing that I liked about this film is the fact that it shows the two sides to the civil rights era. You have the Black Panthers who are trying to uplift the Black community, get greater rights for them, for the Black community as well.
There's over 5,000 crowns in Chicago. Between your manpower and the Panthers' political platform, we can heal this whole city.
But at the same time, you have the FBI agent, and you have the FBI and the U.S. government who sees this revolutionary movement as a threat to the status quo, something that needs to be, destroyed and, quelled.
Hey, Vincent, you really give a fuck about these people out here? You'll come down. You little motherfuckers think it's cool to shoot a cop?
Make sure she gets home safe.
Today's the day. Today's the fucking day.
And I think from a screenwriting perspective, it was really interesting to see those two sides. And and this conflict is really internalized in Lakeith Stanfield's character, William O'Neill, because again, he's the FBI informant who is tasked into infiltrating the Black Panther Party. So while he's taking orders from the FBI, he's also socializing with the Black Panthers, and he's hearing two different things. From the FBI agents, he's hearing how the Black Panthers are a terrorist group, how they're violent, they're murderers. But from the Black Panther side, he's hearing the revolutionary cause, how they just want to stop being oppressed, and they want a better future for the Black community. And he has to take this all in. Lakeith Stanfield's character has to take this all in, and he ultimately, he is an informant from the FBI, so he does infiltrate, and has to set up Fred Hampton and all those things, but it's something that he doesn't do, without much struggle. It's something that he really has difficulty, doing in this film. And I think from a screenwriting perspective, it was really cool to see that internalized conflict within him. Because he is a Black person, so he really can see the perspective of the Black Panther Party, and can obviously see and has experienced, the oppressive system. So again, it was really cool to see that internalized conflict in this film. And last but not least, I really like the fact that this movie kind of shows the other side of Fred Hampton. We always kind of see the revolutionary, fiery, impassioned leader. But this movie also shows that he can crack jokes. He can sit down, drink beer with the boys, kind of thing. That there was the other side of him that a lot of people didn't see, and I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that aspect of this film. Now, some things that I didn't like about this film, and is only really my main critique, is the fact that there is some holes in terms of logic. For example, Lakeith Stanfield's character, again the FBI informant, he asked FBI agent Roy Mitchell to give him a car because Fred Hampton can't really drive around. He's being harassed by the police. So he thinks that if he gets a car, it will make him and Fred Hampton more buddy-buddy, get that closer relationship, But at the same time, if he has the car and he's driving Fred Hampton around and stuff like that, and he's not being harassed by the police like he's used to, wouldn't that kind of raise red flags and some suspicion? I feel like some things weren't really thought out. And on the topic of suspicion, Lakeith Stanfield's character acts pretty suspicious in this film. You know, you could argue that, you know, it's because you're the audience, you know he's an informant, so honestly everything's gonna be under like a blueprint or a magnifying glass for you. But even then, I feel like it was a little too suspicious, his actions, you know, and I feel like it would have been a lot easier to pick up, like, hey, this guy's suspicious, you know. It was a little too obvious, at least for me sometimes. So that's really like my main critique. But other than that, yeah, this movie was absolutely phenomenal. Great acting, the two sides of the conflict of the civil rights era, you know, that internalized conflict for Lakeith Stanfield's character, the humanity, the other side of Fred Hampton, all those things really, really great. And yeah, if I had to rate this movie 1 out of 10, I would probably give this movie like a strong 9. You know, it's a pretty solid film, and I recommend everyone to go give it a watch. So if you haven't watched this film, let me know in the comment section below what you thought of it. Thanks for watching this review, and subscribe here for more reviews in the future.